Good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode on the JabCraft server. My name is 134, and I hope you have a good time today. For this episode, we're gonna try to do some improvements for some of our farms in this server, starting with our iron farm. We still have our problem where iron golems aren't being killed by our lava pits, so we're gonna try to fix that. And also, we want a better collection system for our iron. We want to have more storage for our iron ingots, and also an option to compost the poppies being left behind by the iron golems. So let's start with that. Okay, we've done some changes to our iron farm. First, for our daylight sensor, we've added a monostable circuit followed by a pulse extender so that the piston with the solid block is only extended for a short amount of time so that our villagers sleep only for a short amount of time, and so potentially we could have more iron even during the night. Next, we added this drop chute with glass panes on it to prevent the iron golems from not falling into the lava pit so that we are more certain that the iron golems fall into the lava pit. And finally, we added here a larger storage capacity for our iron ingots. So we have more storage this time. We have a total of 24 chests, and also a double chest for our poppies. We also have this lever here that lets us compost the poppies into more bone meal. Looks like there's a problem with the changes I made. Technically, that deep slate brick is a valid spawning space for an iron golem. So that's exactly where an iron golem spawned, and now no additional iron golems are being spawned. Let me go fix that. Alright, that should be fixed for now. I've added a slab above our deep slate brick so that iron golems couldn't be spawned on that particular space. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Next up for this episode is our mob farm. While this creeper and spider farm has been working just fine as a passive mob farm, it's way too slow for my liking. That's all we got from several hours of AFK. So we're gonna make a bigger one, or at least a mob farm where we can be more proactive in killing off our mobs. I want to use a looting flea sword to perhaps get some more gunpowder, get some more string, get some more spider eyes from the spiders. So that's what we're gonna be working on next. We now have the collection system for the mobs. Now it's time to build the spawning platforms. Alright, all the spawning platforms are ready. Now it's time to put a roof on this thing and finish it off. Roof and the redstone are both done. Mobs are being flushed down, creepers and spiders especially. That's on to do next project. By the way, I followed a tutorial by Nembon for this particular mob farm design. However, I did not include the 30 block job for the mobs so that I could kill them with my sword and possibly get more drops that way. Now that we have completed our mob farm, all we need to do is to light up the caves around the mob farm and make sure that there are no other spawns in the area. Also, if we want to, we can safely remove this passive creeper farm so that we have a clear line of sight towards this mob farm. But for now, I won't take it down. So I died again trying to light up the caves. Got blown up by a creeper. So I lost all my stuff again, including my elytra. Well, what now? So yeah, it's gonna be another grind to get back everything, including my elytra. I'm gonna have to end bust at some point. Without an elytra, I'm gonna have to get at least some feather falling boots and a lot of slabs to get back everything, to get back an elytra at least. But yeah, yet again, it's gonna be starting over again. At least I have my villagers. I can at least get some of the enchanted books back. But wow, this is gonna be quite a grind. I guess in the meantime, I gotta work on getting my villager discounts. Since I have to buy everything back anyway to get all my armor and tools back. At least I got elytra from Teach's shop, so I at least have that. I better end bust as well so that I can get enough materials to get everything back as well. Get more elytra at least. like a backup one. And so begins the process of zombifying all of our villagers and getting our discounts for their trades. Here we are at the server shopping district where we've just established a new shop. Let's go there and check it out. It's a relatively small shop, but it's a good shop to start with the resources we have. So here you have a couple of signs to say, welcome to Fleece be with you. All wool 1 diamond per 1 stack, and for all your wood needs. All your wool needs rather. So we have here chest for each color, everything's full at the moment. So hopefully we're gonna get a few diamonds out of that. One major issue with this mob farm is that all the spawning spaces are too close to me. So I built this water elevator to Y192 so that the spawning spaces are both far enough away from me, and also so that other spawning spaces are not valid for spawning mobs, or at least the mobs will despawn. So I have here a very simple AFK platform so that while the mob farm is on, there'll be lots of mobs to fill out the mob cap, and so I can kill them with my sword. So we're gonna be AFK here for a while we fill up the mob cap, and we'll be back in a bit. Okay, let's check back if we were able to get some more mobs this time. Before, when we didn't have this water elevator, the mob spawning was really slow, so let's check. Whether we have lots of mobs this time? Yes, we do. This is much better from our mob farm. Now that we have our high platform for improving mob spawns, our next task is to improve the collection system for our mob farm here. Right now, all I have is like the 9 hoppers that were originally there. And so those hoppers are gonna be filled up really quickly, so let's make sure to have a larger collection system for these mob drops. Looks like working on this is gonna involve some mild terraforming of this hill, this cliff, maybe even this underside here. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, some of the chests were gonna stick out, so I started to cover up this cliff here. We're gonna have to do some other changes to the hillside while we're building this collection system. Alright, all the chests and hoppers are in. All left is to fill in the redstone for the filtering for all the mob drops. Well, that doesn't look great, but you know, I'm learning how to terraform, but I'll improve in time. Alright, all our filters are set. We should now be done with our collection system. We can just cover this up and we should be done with our mob farm. Back at the shopping district to check on my shop. Let's see whether we already got some sales. Oh, we have our first 2 diamonds. First 2 diamonds we earned from a shop. That's great. Now back to our base. Now that we're not at our base yet, we might as well show off our contribution to the Halloween community build. This is mine. It's just a very basic cave monster thing with the tongue and the teeth and some ribs coming out of the ground, and also this tree made out of bone. Let's show it off in a better angle. There. It's just a tree made out of bone, but I think it works. So this is my contribution to the Halloween build. I hope it's enough. It's rather small though, since I'm not good at big builds yet. But I'll get better in time. It's something. For our final task this episode, I set up this really small storage area for our sand and the sandstone that we get from the desert. Right now it's a very small storage area. I also need to expand it upward, especially for both sand and sandstone. I also need to set up an extra structure around it, just so we have a structure around this area. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Next episode we have something really big planned, so that episode might take a while, but for now, the grind continues.